so loud.
Please.
Why is it so loud?
I'm literally trying to see if it's streaming.
I'll fuck with it later.
I think we're live. Hello. We've got Gambit here, if you couldn't tell. What I knew I was going to do was I was going to go get my phone to see if it's working. So I can see it on a different thing. I've returned my phone. See if... Okay. I'm gonna keep talking so I can potentially hear it. So, see.
That's a valid plan.
I have no idea. Is it working? Okay, there we go. No, I can hear it. Okay. There's just a delay. Okay, so, and means I should also start the music as well. Nice. Got some nice lo-fi beforehand. Some GlitchxCity lo-fi.
No, unfortunately, you must play the champion theme from Pokemon Resurgence.
We'll be doing some other music for the actual battle, but while we're just vibing, talking about the matchup, I should properly introduce it now that I actually have made sure that this is working, and also probably link it in the Discord. Hello! It is time for UBL Season 14 Grand Finals. Well, in about half an hour or so. And I should go link the stream. Is there a stream link? Is there a stream URL? Is that a thing I can copy? I think this is it. I have no idea. You can tell how...
I would hope so. You don't stream often, do you?
This is my first time streaming on YouTube. I normally stream on Twitch. And by normally, I mean, I think the last time I streamed was over a year ago. So, yeah. I'm gonna just, before I put this in here, you can tell how prepared I am, clearly.
Oh, yeah. It's not like we just started and began setting up while you were streaming.
I was doing things. Listen, okay, like, I was... I started getting things ready. Okay, there we go. I logged out. I logged into a different...
I love that we started the stream without being able to link it.
Alright, Cannor got us. Thank you, Cannor. I don't know if you're actually here in the stream, but yeah. Okay, so, Gambit, you and I for the next 25 minutes or so.
That's a lot.
It is a lot, but we've got a matchup to talk about. Do you want me to stream my perspective so you can see the...
No, I can hop on the...
I mean, I've just got the stream up with the matchup. And then I've got one showdown tab that has normal showdown and one showdown tab that's going to be where we have our the match take place, because it's going to be on the Draft League server. But I don't want to reveal, because I was testing with Cathy, so I don't want to reveal like test teams that I was testing with. So I've just got a normal showdown tab for it. But yeah, so Grand Finals. the first finals, big finals, I haven't been in a long time.
True.
So a new champion will be crowned today. I feel like I am handing off the crown here. Sad it couldn't have been you, honestly, Ambit. I was really rooting for you.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Especially because you helped make my team.
I helped make your team. Did I help you in like drafting process?
A little bit.
Like maybe
it was mostly just me sending you drafts and going, yes.
I think so. I think I remember that briefly. I helped Lyric a lot with her draft. But yeah, this is our two. We got the Cathy's team on the left, Cannor's team on the right. Since I've actually helped with Cathy, I will probably be speaking more on her perspective, but I think just as a baseline from your perspective, because I don't know if you have helped Cannor or not. I don't think you have, as far as I'm aware.
Not nearly as much as you have with Cathy.
Yeah. What is your just general opinion of this matchup?
It's a scary battle of extremes.
Yeah.
Because Cannor has both superiors that he can win out in the Trick Room mode as well as the Tailwind mode. But if he gets that flip wrong, it's such a wild interaction.
Yeah, I can see that for sure. There's just a lot going on here. And at least from what I was able to piece together from both helping test with Cathy, but also because I was building teams from Cannor's perspective, I felt that between both teams, there was literally only one mon that couldn't come between both teams. I feel like every single mon has a place here, except for Cannor's Zarude. I think it looks awful here.
That Zarude has no business fighting the...
It has no business against Mega Salamence, Mienshao, and Heatran. It has no business being here, in my opinion.
And honestly, Xurkitree.
Xurkitree is probably the least likely, I would say, from Cathy's side, just because, like, obviously it's bad into Ursaluna, but if, like, it's the issue is it's good into Palafin. Like, it's the only stab super effective you've really got into Palafin, so there's, like, but otherwise it's not too great. It's 1 point slower than Goldengo, which is very stupid. Also, the funny thing, the Cottony Wars. This is gonna be dumb.
Yeah.
Now, depending on who brings Cottonies, things are gonna get very ugly very quickly.
Who's getting encored first?
I would say, who's running max speed here? They've both got to, right? Like, because they can't risk the other one being max speed. Because
yeah.
It's just like, you can't risk the other one being max speed. But then, like, then there's risking speed ties, but then there's also, like, if you want to be slower and try and encore the Tailwind, but then, like, you both try and do the same thing, it's gonna be messy. If...
Yeah.
I suppose the one advantage that Cath has is the fact that they don't need to rely on Cottony for Tailwind. They do have a Mega Mence to use for Tailwind if they so choose to use that. Use it for that. So they don't have to play the Cottony game, whereas if Cannor wants to go fast, they kind of need to rely on this Cottony or, you know, the sheer presence of Weavile threatening Mega Salamence. Which, let me tell you, after calcing Weavile versus Mega Salamence, I'll tell you who wins that one.
What?
Even
You're telling me the ice type that outspeeds the dragon flying wins that matchup?
I thought it was doable, in my defense. I thought it was doable because I was like, Mega Salamence has got really good bulk and, like, intimidates a thing as well. No.
What? What do you mean? It lives in Ice Shard, probably.
Oh, it'll live in Ice Shard. It might, depending on its investment, be able to live in Ice Punch / Icicle Crash. Triple Axle, there's nothing. It just cannot do it.
Yeah, that is a move, huh?
Yeah, like Icicle Crash and Ice Punch, depending on, like, because, like, we'll get into it in a bit, but I'll talk about accuracy. But, like, depending on what can I choose to go with, like, Triple Axle will just kill Mence, even for Intimidate, no questions asked.
Oh, yeah.
But Ice Punch and Icicle Crash can be EV to live. So, but yeah, I mentioned accuracy. Both teams have potential to run some moves that can miss. Now, whether they want to or not is another question.
Yeah, because you have Heat Wave on Heatran. If you really, really wanted to, I don't think Cathy has used it yet this season. You can use Magma Storm. I want to see it used. Imagine Magma Storming in a Goldango.
No. I was thinking something. What if? Hear me out. Scarf Magma Storm Heatran to trap in the Palafin.
The Palafin, that would be crazy.
It would be unbelievable.
I would love to show me Magma Storm. That move is so cool.
It's very cool. But as someone who has played singles, don't.
No, that thing. What is it?
70%.
75.
It's 75%. So 1 in 4 chance to miss.
It's okay. People use Hurricane.
Yeah. Thankfully, Cathy doesn't have to rely on Hurricane for special flying type damage. Or really any flying type damage because, you know, Mega Salamence is extremely good. Hyper Voice, Return, Double Edge. All that good stuff. And flying is really solid into Cannor's team. The only resist to flying is Goldango. And, I mean, Mega Salamence has a plethora of different options to hit Goldango for good damage.
The one thing it doesn't have is hitting a Terra Steel type. Like, that little bull over there.
I mean...
Terra Steel... I mean, I feel like I showed it off a little bit in my set with Cathy, but Terra Steel, Tauros Blaze can do really well versus her team.
Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, we built that set together, and it was very good. But I mean, it's not like Mega Salamence doesn't have coverage. Because, like, here it's going to have to run coverage for Goldango, and sure, that can be Crunch or Throat Chop, but it also could be Fire or Ground coverage.
Yeah, you could, because it's not bad, Salamence's special attack in Mega. You could just run Flamethrower.
Yeah, I wouldn't be shocked to see Flamethrower here. It doesn't get a special Ground or Dark type move as far as I'm aware, so if it's going to be special, it'll probably be Flamethrower, unless you want to risk, like, Fire Blast. But as we've talked about accuracy,
this is when they whip out the Aerial 8 Throat Spray Hyper Voice.
With a Mega Stone, yeah.
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 It's fine. It ate its Mega Stone like Ray.
Ugh. God. Imagine more Megas could just eat their Mega Stone, and then they could also hold an item. I don't actually. Let's not imagine that, actually. I really don't want to imagine something like Mega Kangaskhan with, like, any item actually. Any item.
Didn't Let's Go do that?
Yeah, I think Let's Go did that. I think they allowed
Megas because they didn't have held item.
yeah. Well, I think there was just no held items in the game, so
yeah, they should have kept it that way.
No. I have just thought of like Assault Vest Mega Kangaskhan, and I'm like, no, get that out of here right now. That will never die.
Fine. It's fine.
Assault Vest Terror Ghost Mega.
Oh god! And now Dynamax it.
And then Dynamax it. Oh friggin'.
Dynamax it and then use Normalium Z.
Yeah, I think we dropped a few frames there because OBS just told me I disconnected and reconnected. So apologies to any stream droppings or frames or anything like that. Again, it's my first time streaming on YouTube, so don't hate me too much. But yeah, there is, for me, there is one big threat that is identified, and that is Palafin. Cathy's one real resist, because Cottony does not count. Well, no, like, Chloritza kind of resists, but, like, Mence is the big thing here.
Yeah.
Mence is pretty much the only... Yeah, with Intimidate as well. There could be a Clear Amulet, but... Clear Amulet may be useful elsewhere. Because there's a fair few physical attackers that I could see coming here, like... Obviously, we've talked about Zaru just doesn't have a place here, but Tauros could hold it, Bear could hold it.
If they really wanted to.
Weavile could hold it. I mean, it's faster than everything anyway, so he might... Because there's also a couple different Sashmons, like, there's a couple Evioliters, and if you want to bring both Togepi and Cottony and Weavile, there's got to be an Eviolite and a Sash somewhere, and then, like, something's got to hold a different item. So, there's definitely an option for a Clear Amulet somewhere to slow down, to, you know, stop the Intimidates from slowing down some of these physical attackers. Which is going to be most of Cannor's offense that isn't coming from exactly Goldengo or Beheeyem.
Yeah. Yeah, I think one of the biggest issues when it comes to Cannor and his teams being so, like, extremist one way or the other is that it's going to be really hard to not telegraph the team you bring.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's going to be really tough in that regard. Once we see the 6-1 know the direction he's more likely to play, but I mean, there's options to diversify, like, maybe you can't, I was like, maybe you can, like, say, screw it, I'm going to do Tailwind Bear, but you can't. Not when the Cottony mirror is coming, right? Like,
yeah,
you can't just say, screw it, I'm going to try and Tailwind Bear. That just doesn't work. Unless
you bank on the speed tie.
Yeah. I also think if Cress is played well here, it can just win. It's got a couple things to worry about, but, like, if you play Cress right, it will just win. If Zarude can't come, then the only physical attacking mon that's going to hurt it is really Weavile. Bear can hurt it, but, like, Bear can also just be stalled out a bit. Like, as long as you're able to weaken it down, you can play to a Calm Mind endgame pretty easily, I think. We could also see a Bear off. Cathy may bring her own Bear here.
That's true. Like father, like son.
Yeah, we may see a Bear off. We may see Chloritza. Another Water Resist. And if Zarude isn't coming, then there's no Stab super effective coming from Cannor's side. I'm not counting you, Cottony. Neither Cottony are dealing damage other than maybe breaking a Sash. And if they're using a move...
Trust.
If they're using an
offensive... He's gonna set up Misty Terrain Nature Power.
Oh my god. Like, they'll... Like, the only damaging move is going to be Dazzling Gleam, or, like, if you count it, Leech Seed. Like, there's not going to be damage coming out from those two. Probably same with Togepi. For it at least gets Super Fang. So
Togepi gets Super Fang?
no, Furry gets Super Fang. Togepi will,
Oh, okay.
Togepi will be, if it's going to use a move, it'll be Dazzling Gleam. But Furry can at least chunk things down.
50% big when you have base heavy hitters like Cathy does.
Yeah, with Mega Ments and Heatran we haven't really talked about, but like, if Heatran...
I don't think it's great in this matchup.
No, it's like really awkward. Because like, if it's
a struggle bring.
If it gets to attack, things die. But it's getting it to attack. So
you could just Scarf Eruption, but then you run the risk of like
being
Tailwind,
yeah,
Palafin, or Bull or Bear.
We've seen a decent amount of Cathy bring Press Heatran, and I could see that here. Just bring a slow Heatran, set up Trick Room, go Burr. But then you've got to risk Ursaluna, and you know, then what? So,
check something really quick, cause I was wrong. Never mind.
What were you wondering?
I thought for some reason BHM got Wide Guard.
No, it doesn't.
If only.
No, Cannor's team does not have Wide Guard.
Cathy? I don't think so, right? No, Mienshao.
Mienshao has a Wide Guard, yeah. So, Mienshao with Wide Guard could come here for the Goldengo Make It Rain. Which wouldn't be awful, but also isn't great. Maybe for some Earthquakes from Bear, but I think that's unlikely.
Around high horsepower, like 100% of the time.
Or Headlong.
Or, Headlong.
Yeah. Depends what direction you go. Because I could see them just being like there's obviously the threat of Guts Flame Orb, of course. But there's also like just Assault Vest sets.
Assault Vest, if you really wanted to, you could do Tailwind Sword Stand.
Yeah, but then that comes back to the issue of, you know, the Cottony mirrors.
Or if you really wanted to, I'm pretty sure the Bears get Belly Drum.
They do. But again,
yeah.
It's finding... You can't set up, really, can you?
You can't Belly Drum unless you're Snorlax.
It's not even just with them. Like, really nothing can set up here. Like,
yeah.
Looking at it again. Like, Goldengo might be able to get a nasty plot off, but it's probably going to take, like, a good chunk of its health to do so. Press probably in a similar boat, or, like, will take too much damage before it's able to be too much of a threat.
Yeah, I wish I thought about that.
Yeah, just, like, looking at it again, like, even things like Tail Glow Circuitry, it's just, like, can you really get those set up here? Because I think the pace of play for this match is going to be super high.
Yeah, it's going to be under 6 turns every game.
Yeah, the team's power level on both sides is so high that I think it's going to be tough for both players here. Like, I doubt we'll even see that much switching other than the Palafin.
Yeah.
Like, maybe some Intimidate cycling, maybe some resetting of Fake Outs here and there, maybe you try and save a Cottony for later to try and preserve Tailwind, or maybe preserve Trick Room. Like, try and save that speed control for the end. Like, but really, I can't see more than 2 switches happening on either side per game. Like, it's...
Oh, yeah.
These games are going to go quick. Especially just because the... Go on.
That's when Palafin hits you with the eject pack as soon as it gets intimidated by Salamence. Just turn 1, predict the lead, eject pack, you're out of there, bam. You get a free lead now. in one specific circumstance.
I mean, I don't think Mence is an unlikely lead here, to be honest. I think it's just like a safe mon to lead, just because, you know, it's faster than everything but Weavile.
Yeah.
So I could see
and
it,
even
but
then
I also...
it can take Weavile out.
Yeah. So I could see that, but I mean, there's so many lead options from both sides that I think it's going to be tough.
It definitely feels like a coin flip.
Yeah. It's also going to massively depend on what both players bring.
Yeah.
So we'll have to see. But it's going to be, I mean, it's going to be a new champion. It's going to be the first person who will have won 2 seasons in UBL. Whether that be Cathy or Cannor.
Wasn't that you?
The second, sorry. I was the first one to do it. So
Yeah, you have like 7 wins.
So I won Season 1 and Season 7. That's when I got it. So I got it before Gen 9 started.
Yeah.
And then...
You're up to 4 now? 5?
I think it's 5 wins. No, it's 6.
6.
So it's because it's Season 1, 7, 10, 11, 12, 13. The 4 season win streak.
Jesus.
So this is the first one that I'm not in 5 seasons. Since first grands I'm not in 5 seasons. And you know, my Cannor put it best, my reign started by beating Lord Nobody, and then I lost to Lord Nobody.
That's the decider, so yeah. I'm gonna need you to lose to him more often.
No. I don't plan on it.
Oh, because I'm pretty sure Have I beaten you yet?
Have you beaten me yet?
I think I beat you last season?
Season 12, you beat me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I beat you season 12. And then you've beaten me every other time.
Yeah, it's gonna be...
I'm pretty sure I'm kind of even with Cathy. I think it's like 3-2 in her favor. And then I'm 0 in everything versus Cannor.
Oh.
Well,
I have been given the live stream link, actually. Alright.
Time.
It's time. Okay.
Have I beaten you before?
Me? Yeah.
No, not you. Cannor in chat.
GLHF to both players here. So, we see from Cathy's side, Heatran, Chloritzer, Mienshao, Cresselia, Cottony, and Mega Salamence. And from Cannor's side, we've got Palafin, Cottony, Tauros, Paldea Blaze, Goldengo, Weavile, and Ursaluna. Terra types on both teams, we've got Terra Water, Palafin, Terra Dark, Cottony, Terra Steel, Tauros, as you mentioned, Terra Fighting, Goldengo, Terra Ghost, Weavile, and Terra Dragon, Ursaluna. On Cathy's side, we got Terra Dragon, which is very interesting.
Terra Dragon is really interesting. Terra Fighting is also really interesting.
That's Terra Fighting Terra Blast. Cannor's not risking Focus Blast.
Fair.
From Cathy's side, we've got Terra Bug Heatran, Terra Ghost Chloritzer, Terra Dark Mienshao, Terra Ghost Cresselia, Terra Ghost Cottony, and then the NA for the Mega Salamence is just Stellar Terror. So a lot of Ghost Terrors. I think Cathy has shown what they are very afraid of.
I wonder why.
Hmm.
Like, what could possibly be so scary?
So, for Bigamons from both sides that aren't here, from Cathy's side, no Furret, no Xurkitree, no Ursaring. I figured Ursaring was probably not going to come, to be honest. I figured that makes sense. Xurkitree, we kind of talked about, probably the weakest. Furret just means there's no redirection here. From
No redirection at all.
No redirection from either side, you are right. From Cannor's side, no Togepi, no Beheeyem, no Zarude. We talked about Zarude. We are seeing a Weavile Palafin lead.
Oh, if it was a Dex pack?
We're seeing Weavile Palafin versus Cottony Salamence here. So Intimidate down on both, but obviously Palafin is going to probably be getting out almost immediately. We've got Fake Out Pressure from the Weavile, as well as insane damage into both Pokemon. We talked about how Weavile can OHKO Mega Salamence even for Intimidate. But then you leave Cottony there, and what do you want to do about that? Do you want this Fake Out Pressure? So we see a switch into Cottony and a switch out into Heatran. Really nice play. So we get the Tailwind off immediately. So now Tailwind's up from Cathy's side. That means she has the faster Cottony and can prankster anything. If there's a prankster taunt, come out into this Cottony. This Heatran is faster right now, forcing the Tailwind from Cannor's side. And this Weavile doesn't like to be in a great position. I'm guessing it's Sash Weavile. We see a Sunny Day. Cotton Spore into low kick.
Interesting. Sash Weavile.
Sash Weavile, yeah. Yep, and Cottony goes down.
That still killed?
Yeah. But that means
power eruption.
That means that Tailwind is still up. The Cotton Spore notably did not affect the Cottony because of it being a grass type. So it did slow down the Heatran, allowing the low kick to go off, but even at just under 50%, that eruption in the sun from Sunny Day. And
does that mean Cottony doesn't have Tailwind?
Potentially. We see the Terra Water from the Palafin and still takes out. And we do see Triple Axel. They are bringing Triple Axel, and they only hit the one time. God. We talked about the accuracy. It looks like 2 hits wasn't going to do it. I think it looks like it needed all 3. But now Megament comes in. And that's an Intimidate on the Palafin. 2 Intimidates on the Weavile. And we see the Mega.
Protect.
There's no way. And yeah, because of Tailwind being up, we see Ice Punch, so it's not choiced.
That doesn't kill.
It's not choiced, and we see Ursaluna in the back.
That punch definitely doesn't kill here because of the sun being up and the Intimidate.
Yeah, and we know it's not. We know it's not choice band. We know it's not Life Orb. The best it can be is Mystic Water here. There's no way that kills Mega Salamence in Sun. It could Terra Water, but you've still got a Prankster turn with this Cottony. You could go for Tailwind for the last Pokemon. We still don't know what Cathy's back Pokemon is here. We've got this Ursaluna in though, and depends on what Cathy's got in the back here. I'm guessing that was a crit.
That was a crit.
So yeah, Tailwind comes off.
That's not gonna do a lot.
Okay.
That's gonna kill.
So it's basically
a good idea.
Yeah, it's basically a 1v1. It's Mienshao! That's gotta be it.
Over.
That's game. That's game.
Pack it up. Pack it up next game.
Yep. That was such a good last month to have here. And that was actually great against like everything Cannor brought too. Like
yeah.
We could see the helping hand, Fake Out.
Alright. You could have just killed him.
You about to say, we know Terra's gone, so we can just take this out. Down it goes. Maybe trying to scout for bulk. Because maybe try and see how much damage that did to see what bulk we're working with. So that was Cathy's game 1. Little close.
It was close.
But I mean, that Heatran just did so much damage, even after getting Cotton Spore plus low kicked.
I can't believe 50% HP eruption, which is like what, base 70?
I have no idea. You're asking the wrong person. I have no clue. But
it's not high.
yeah, it's certainly not high. I can see if I can have a look here. Eruption at 48%. It is 72 base power at 48%.
I'm so good at this game.
It depends on their investment, I think. It could have, it's like 72, 71, something like that. But yeah, about 70 base power, spread move. But it was in the sun.
Still O-code both Mons.
And I think if it wasn't obvious, that is choice specs.
Oh, it has to be.
Yeah. There's no way that doesn't there's no way that brings it down to Sash. No way it kills Cottony, especially if it's Eviolite. Like, it probably is, since the Weavile was Sash. Then yeah, that is going to be Specs Heatran.
If you're Cannor, what do you think about here?
So,
because Cathy is not one known to have their game 2 be the same as their game 1. They like swapping it up a lot.
Yeah. So the thing is, I think... So Cathy got outled and still won. And that's what's crazy. We see a switch up from both sides. We see Cottony Goldengo versus Mienshao and Salamence. So,
I actually kind of like this lead for Cannor.
Yeah. The only thing you've really got to worry about here is the... You've got to worry about Fake Out onto the Cottony. You've then got to potentially worry about Wide Guard. We see the Mega from Salamence. Makes perfect sense.
No Fake Out.
We're just going to see the Make It Rain. Goes down to Sash. I'm guessing that's Specs. No. We're seeing a knockoff, and that just takes out the gold.
Oh my goodness. I forgot about Aerialate, by the way.
Yeah.
I was like, how did that hit Goldengo?
So, Hannah, down to their last 2 Pokemon immediately.
This is when they whip out the Icy Wind Weavile.
However, they have Tailwind for 3 turns.
That's a lot. They have to... I feel like... Go ahead.
Salamence has already made it. Can't swap out for Intimidate here. How likely you think each Pokemon has Protect is up to you, because Salamence could have Protect, but I would say Mienshao probably doesn't, right? Like, Mienshao's not a Pokemon that typically runs Protect here.
Yeah.
So you can maybe call a Salamence Protect, but these 3 turns are the 3 turns that are going to decide this game and whether Cannor gets to go to a game 3.
I actually feel like I don't know if you want Salamence to be alive. Yeah.
Salamence is it gonna go down? It is gonna go down. They hit enough times.
It's gonna go down.
And we see the close combat!
What a close combat!
They expected the safe Raging Bull, but that does mean that we've... Oh no, it's Cottony. I don't think this is gonna be enough.
Mienshao has access to Fake Out.
It has access to Fake Out, but what's Cottony gonna do?
What's Cottony gonna do? Yeah, you just double target, and you hope.
It's not like Mienshao can do it here. Mienshao on 1 HP can't deal with both. So yeah, we see a Fake Out. We see the Tailwind, Flinch, and we see the Raging Bull.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, but like,
it's just a formality.
Go for the Mienshao.
Yeah. Okay, we're seeing a game 3.
That damage from that Goldengo was so crucial.
Yeah. Really, honestly, it was the switch. The close combat on the switch did it. If that was
what a call.
If that was a Raging Bull, that game was over. But instead, we get a game 3.
I was hoping it would go to a game 3.
I would like to say that this has been the first Game 3 Grand Finals since Season 10.
Okay, humble brag.
So it's been a long time since we've had a Game 3, and I imagine both players are shaking.
I think every finals has gone to Game 3 this season, right?
I think so.
What a good season.
Actually, I don't know if the Dawn Division Finals didn't.
Come on, nobody. You can take one game.
What do you do for... So, I feel, in my opinion, Cannor led right in Game 1 and lost. In my opinion, Cathy led right in Game 2 and lost.
Really? I actually don't agree with you.
I think that Cathy had set herself up for a really good position in the late game. But I think the late game Cottony was actually the wrong call, and I think we saw that from both sides this set.
Yeah.
Cannor had Cottony in the back Game 1 and ended up losing. And Cathy had Cottony in the back for Game 2 and ended up losing. I think that if you bring Cottony, it has to lead.
Yeah.
There's the
definitely.
Cottony Goldango.
Cottony
And we
Goldango.
see Cresselia Heatran.
Heatran. That's
Okay.
fully what I expected to see here.
That makes a ton of sense.
Cathy knows that Goldango can't kill either of them.
Not in one.
And Cresselia's free to set up Trick Room here.
Yeah.
And just let Heatran go.
We could see a taunt here. Taunt from Cottony would be big. We know that it's Terra Fighting on the Goldango. I'm going to guess it's Terra Fighting Terra Blast rather than Focus Blast.
Yeah.
So
it's Terra. It's not Terra Fire on Heatran. Terra Bug.
It's Terra Bug, so that could resist the Terra Fighting Terra Blast.
It's a hard call out because if you get it wrong and you make it rained, it's gonna do a lot more.
Yeah. But then it's also a question of does this Cottony have taunt? I think so far we've seen Tailwind and Cotton Spore. We see the Terra Fighting, we see the Terra Bug, we see the taunt. It does have taunt. They go for Focus Blast.
Cottony has taunt. Your Focus Blast? What's wrong with you?
You're insane, Cannor! So we see Trick Room does fail, but Cottony goes down without getting speed control and just denying the speed control from the Cresselia instead.
And something important, we do see the Goldango outspeeding that Specs Heatran, and it did live, so it's free to click Make It Rain on anything.
And Weavile comes in.
Definitely beating the hell out of that Cresselia.
Cresselia threatened, Heatran threatened. It's going to switch out. I'm going to see a knock into Chloritzer, as well as a Make It Rain come out. Chloritzer might survive this. It does, thanks to the resistance. And then a Moonblast just to take out the Goldango. It's now 2 on 4.
Last Pokemon?
It's Tauros.
Tauros. I think that's enormous.
I think anything but Cottony wins the game here. Lash out! And we see the Moonblast that breaks the sash.
Unended, but it's too late now. It all comes down to whatever Pokemon is in the bag.
Yeah. So notably here, and this is the reason why we went for Terra Bug Heatran. Tauros cannot touch Terra Bug Heatran without a Rock-type move.
That's true.
So it needs to be anything but Cottony. Salamence will do it.
Salamence. You have to call this eruption, right?
So the thing is there an eruption, or do you look into something else? We're on the assumption that it's Specs. Do you look into something else here?
Wave? If you have a Flash Cannon?
Earth Power for the Tauros? Both sides of Terra.
I can see that.
Do you risk...
Do you expect the Salamence to protect here?
Exactly, that's what I was going to say. Do you expect Salamence to protect here?
That fully decides the game.
Yeah, this is
This
a
one
this is the turn that decides the season. Both sides have played this really well.
Oh my gosh! Both phenomenally playing.
One wrong play here loses the other person the game.
Oh yeah, it all comes down to one protect call.
Yeah.
Unless of course Tauros has rock slide, in which case.
Yeah.
But we do see Lash Out, and we did see Close Combat and Raging Bull, so we haven't seen the fourth move yet.
Yeah. I don't think it's a rock move. I think you want high horsepower, right?
But you have Close Combat already to hit Heatran.
I suppose, but that doesn't ever kill Heatran. We know that. We figured that one out.
But did he think it was enough? Because he clicked it.
It's
a very tough call.
I am literally on the edge of my seat. I can't hold. Oh, this turn just does it.
It's taking so long. The players are stuck in this 50-50. They don't know what to do.
There's got to be a right way, right?
What's the wrong? Who guesses correctly?
Because the thing is as well, if you're Cannor, even if you guess right, and you called up no protect into Salamence and they don't protect, you still could lose because triple axel sucks.
That is 100% true. That is 100% true. Do you call the no 3-hit triple axel and just highball it? As
okay, we see the mega. We see it. We see no protect. It gets the 3 hits.
Times.
It does have rock slide.
Oh, that did nothing.
Locks into Earth Power. Oh no!
It doesn't have Heat Wave. No, this is the right call.
It loops!
The flinch. Oh my god! Oh my god!
The flinch did it! The flinch!
Oh my god!
The rocks slide flinch!
30% chance!
The 30% flinch wins Cannor the season.
God, and there we have it. Oh, my heart is beating.
That was specs. I don't know. We'd have to see the sets because that was specs Earth Power.
Oh, no, AV probably lives that actually.
I'm specs it always Okos. Losing finals
no
like that.
Oh my gosh. Hey, people have lost worlds to worse, that's all I'm saying.
Well,
oh my gosh, what phenomenal play.
They both played so well, it just came to that one thing in the end. I mean, Cannor made the correct play in going for the triple axle. And they got it right.
Triple axle. Got the call right. Oh, and his set is actually living as Specs Earth Power. So it still came down to a game of RNG, because Rock Slides can miss. So...
yeah.
Oh my goodness. Oh
yeah, what's
my
up?
goodness. Alright.
Alright.
We didn't even call you for the interview yet.
Yo, what's up? So I just want to let you know, I do always live. I live 87.5% of the time from Earthbound.
That is not always.
So, not always. So it's like, it's very likely. It no matter what, the game was decided by if I got high rolled or not. And I high rolled it. So like that's just how it goes.
You got
like,
that.
it's frustrating. It's frustrating. I wish I didn't flinch just to, just so it showed that it was clean, but
Well,
people lost worlds to a 10% miss. We 100% take these wins, and regardless, you both played absolutely phenomenally.
Yeah, so I will say it's not like Oh, the RNG was so unfavorable towards me. I lost game 1 because Triple Axel one-hit caught me.
Oh, yeah.
Like, that's
100%.
entirely the reason I lost game 1, because Tailwind's still up at the end game. Like, there's no Tailwind there, so I'll be able to get access to, Weavile to do damage, to spread everything around. So, like, it's not necessarily, it's so hard to tell because of these moves that have such high variance, but...
Yeah, but you had to run Triple Axel here.
Yeah. Yeah, I calced the Ice Spinner, and I'm like, if it's bulky at all, I just don't kill.
Yeah.
And I will say, I've never had more anxiety in my life than when I clicked Triple Axel into Salamence there.
Yeah, no.
Oh my gosh.
Because, I lost the set immediately. If it didn't. Like, I would have had to, for sure, 100% high roll.
Yeah, or a Protect. Which I do know that they had from playing with them. So if they protected there, that was it.
My goodness, what a final!
Congratulations, Cannor. I will be handing.
Let me grab my paste here.
I will be handing the crown over to you. You are the Season 14 Grand Champion of UBL.
Now you can never call yourself a fake champion again.
This is true. You have to beat.
I dropped my paste in the mod chat too.
Okay.
You beat legitimately every other top player this season.
Yeah, and big shout out to Cathy, literally the only top player in the league that took a game off me this season. Okay,
in my defense, I'm not counting our game because we both memed. And you crit me like 4 times.
Wah.
Our match doesn't
Maybe
count.
get better. Get better. Get better. That's all I'm hearing. Get better.
God.
Get better.
Get better. Win 4 seasons in a row first and then come back to me. How's about that?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to push back on that. Why did you win? That's right, because you had Goat the Bara in your corner. Cathy, vocally, I want to say I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
I will talk my shit that you hit Focus Blast.
That is also true.
Hit Rock Slide
twice,
and Flinch for the win.
Hey,
and
also Focus Blast. That's 70%.
To be fair,
that is in my favor to hit.
And also with 3 hits of Triple Axel.
Flinch, I can't defend the flinch. I can't defend the flinch. That was just dirty. I mean, I probably could have won the game. Like, it would have ended up to a roll. So, it just felt dirty.
So
it just felt dirtier.
Okay, I will say, I'm not going to be staying on long because I'm still fucking salty as fuck. But I will say that spot is an auto win if that exact thing doesn't happen, basically. If every flinch
Focus Blast misses? I flinched once, so that wasn't an auto win if I didn't flinch you.
Yeah, but I still didn't get a hit in, which is more my point. But if exactly 3 Triple Axel hits, whatever, it'll happen.
I mean, okay, if we're saying that, I probably would have won game 1 off of 3 Triple Axel hits. But I hit 1 on Cottony. It's arguable because it's a completely different game, but it definitely makes it a way more favorable game from where I was at. It's just because I don't have to worry about Cottony clicking Tailwind again. In game 1, like that, it mattered kind of. I'm not gonna sit here and say it was game determinative technically, because I probably could have won anyways from that spot if I didn't play like a numbskull. And by play like a numbskull, I mean make the plays that I had to win the game and just get outplayed in game 1. Anyways, Golden Go is ass. Don't draft it.
You drafted it 2 seasons in a row.
Not true. I didn't have it last season. I had Iron Bundle last season.
No, you gotta say it was
you drafted it 2 seasons.
Yeah.
Okay, no, that's worse, because you had a gap in between, and then you went, let me draft Golden Go again, and say it's ass.
And then you won.
I'm trying to update my agenda.
Okay.
Because that's the only way I can make finals.
Okay,
nowadays,
so basically,
by running it with Goldango.
I say every time Cannor drafts a team, he says, "Oh yeah, every single mon on my team is actually just ass."
Okay, except for half the time, it actually is true.
And then I'm looking at this team of Goldango, Ursa, Luna,
Okay,
Tauros.
yeah, no, this team's not. Legitimately, this team's good. Like, I'm not gonna troll. Like, this team's good. There's a reason I went 6-1. And then one out here. Did I get super fucking lucky in my run? Yes, but I don't feel good.
Yourself.
I feel good winning, but I feel so bad how I won.
Yeah.
It's whatever.
I mean, it's also the Vitrena set. Just like
okay, Vitrena set's different because they clicked Hyper Beam.
Yeah, no,
That's
they
their own
willingly
fault.
decided to click Hyper Beam. So it's like,
why would you
that's all.
run Hyper Beam?
We still do not know the answers to this question. Like 3 weeks later, we still don't know.
But yeah, the only thing I want to say is screw you, rat, you bastard. Why did you have to get a job right before finals?
Yeah, yeah, definitely only Rat was supposed to help you.
Yeah, you were supposed to help me too, but that's okay. You didn't, but it's all good.
Look,
all good.
if I helped you, you would have done worse.
I doubt that, but
I'm not saying that's a bad thing at all.
I know you would want me to do worse. I mean, yeah, I probably shouldn't have won this one. I feel so bad.
I think you both
You both
played
did
phenomenally. I think you both deserved this win, and the game shows.
You gotta say, yeah, no, I completely agree with Gambit. Both of you played this incredibly well. It's just you rolled the dice. You're playing Pokemon at the end of the day, and
Don't worry.
Cannor
Don't worry,
rolled an
go.
11,
It's your
and
season next season.
and
It's yours.
Cathy,
It's yours next season.
The fuck it
Sure.
is.
You're not winning.
Yeah.
I'm cheating on you again. I'm sorry.
To be
But-
fair, if I also click
Well,
Moon Blast
Everything was
then
my
one, and the obvious play
I
was
wasn't
that.
gonna-
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that probably. But I mean, like, it's hard to read what Cottony actually has because it has like 400 viable moves.
yeah.
No, because it's also pretty obvious it was taunt.
It's one of those where it's like obvious but also hard.
See, it's a call, right? Because if it
Yeah.
doesn't have taunt, then you getting Trick Room won you the game. But
Yeah.
Well,
it's
that also
like a
could
call.
have, it could have been like
it
a
also
mental
depends on what
herb.
it depends on what they do from that point as well, though, because I was running taunt encore. So like, if it's not taunt, I just set up and then I just encore the next turn. Like it forces a switch immediately, which is like whatever. I mean, it probably would have won anyways, just because I didn't bring Ursaluna, but
So
like
it's
it makes
just a tough
Cresselia
call.
way less safe.
Yeah. There's a lot of ifs,
Still think- Yeah.
but regardless, you both played extremely well.
I'm very proud of both of you. You did
And
phenomenal.
Anna's allowed to be proud. Cathy's allowed to be salty.
Oh, definitely.
And I am allowed to announce here that I will not be winning next season. I will.
Me too, bestie.
I will actually be saying here. I think I told Cathy, but I will not be participating in next season. So
This cannot be.
there
You're
will-
taking your regularly scheduled break that technically I knew about for what, 6 months now at this point?
It should have been a long time ago, but I've decided to take it now because Christmas is coming up and I'm going to be working in retail during it.
Ew, I'm so sorry.
So, yeah, no thanks. I'll take my break now, and then I'll come back in season 15.
Well, season 16.
Yes, 16. I'm missing 15. Ready to claim my crown once again. Because, I'm sorry, Cannor, your win doesn't really count because you didn't beat me in Grands, so...
They beat you before that.
we established this last season. Beating me in playoffs doesn't mean anything. in playoffs, beating me in the regular season doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, because I think every time since season 12 that I faced Winda in the regular season, I have beat him, and then lost in playoffs.
Yep, and you didn't get to me this time in playoffs. Well, nobody took me out first.
Yeah, and then handed me a 2-0. Yeah.
Well,
Palafin, I will say, the one mon that is so bad, genuinely, is Palafin. This mon sucks. It's
Palafin's
like
so
good,
bad.
kind of. Palafin is one of those mons that it's like a good kind of. If you get in hero form, it's broken. But if you don't, and if you have to switch around, or if they have shadow tag, sorry.
Well, here's the thing. You lost game 1 bringing Palafin and won games 2 and 3 not bringing it. So I think that says a lot.
Well, I mean, I don't know if like not bringing it was 100% correct because
this match you couldn't. Me and Cathy tested it. Like it was good into Heatran, but bad into every other mon.
Oh yeah, no, I had to bring it to the matchup because of Heatran.
Yeah, no, it was really good into the.
It
was really good into
that was one of the very
team.
few things that Gambit helped me with, is telling me you have to run Ursaluna and Palafin. Like, you just have to.
Yeah.
It has to be done. You don't have another choice. What are you going to bring? Behem?
I should have. Behem's a baller.
You won! Shut up! And you won in the most heel way possible, by the way. So you're upholding the brand.
Yeah. I just wish I didn't have to do it to my friend.
No, this is your heel turn.
Yeah, I wish I could have done it to you. It would have been funnier.
That's fucked up. You already heel turned against me.
Yeah. We have to have our feud match. We never had it. Come on.
No, that's because we don't have a feud. Now you have one with Cathy.
Everyone's gonna have a fucking feud with me now. I realize now.
You're the heel.
Yeah. And I'm also the fucking champion.
Yeah.
So, everyone's coming for your ass.
Yeah?
And, not me this time.
Is that how he wanted to phrase that?
Well, we phrased it like that last season. Everyone wanted my ass.
Yeah.
Okay. But, yeah, we did it. We've concluded Season 14.
Congratulations to both players for winning not only their season, but Cannor, the overall as well.
Yep. And what's a really fun thing as well that I realized was when I come back in Season 16, if we do divisions again, that I don't get put into like the top 4 bracket because I didn't make it into top 4.
Yeah, you just get kind of thrown around.
I get thrown around.
One div is going to be free low as hell, and the other one is going to be, fighting for your life.
So enjoy that in whenever we do Season 16 in like March or something. I don't know, it's going to be a while. But that's a bit far off in the future. Why don't we talk a little bit about Season 15?
Yeah, so there's no visuals for this because it's nowhere near ready. Full transparency here, folks. I have 2 jobs.
And I'm lazy.
Winda works when I am asleep half the time. Cathy has a life. Gambit has a life. Rat has a job now. Well, you have enough of
too,
TFT. Cathy, you have TFT. That's a life.
No
I
life.
lost 200 LP yesterday. I don't think it's a life.
Alright, use your life to get it back.
Good point.
And whenever we choose to raid in Final Fantasy, we have that going on.
Yeah, but that's like Tuesdays.
Oh, I have money now. I should get my sub back.
Alright.
I'll do it.
Well, there are going to be a few changes coming for Season 15 that we at least want to talk about here.
Yeah. So, Season 15, terrestrialization. It's kind of been, the big
Boogeyman.
For lack of better terms, the big shiny gem on top of everyone's mind. I know, I'm so funny. I get paid for this. I get paid for this.
No, you don't.
And by paid, I
Nobody's
mean
paying you.
I
You get paid in
get
exposure.
Yep. Winda said he would pay me an exposure if I said that joke. So.
No, I said.
I'm
Exposure to what?
I
This
told
is
you
your
not.
channel.
I told you not to say that joke. That means that I'm
Okay.
pulling down the stream.
I'm not getting.
And,
I'm not. All right.
don't follow
I'm not
Your
getting the
exposure is
retweet.
getting revoked.
Yeah.
We're
Chat,
actually
I'm not-
removing you from the call right now.
Chat, I'm not getting the. I'm not getting the.
You're not
The
getting.
Twitter retweet.
You're not.
not getting
You're
the
not getting
retweet.
the. You're not getting the champion belt. Actually, we're giving it to Cathy instead.
In fact, we're gonna
Can I
report
at
you on
least
Twitter.
pick the color for my role?
Sorry.
Can I pick the color for my Discord role?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yay.
Do I get a finalist role?
No,
That's fucked up.
there's only champion roles for divisionals.
Damn.
Um,
No silver medals.
Anyways, folks.
racialization.
So crystallization. We decided to change it up. This was mainly me. As you know, I am God's biggest unlimited Terra defender. However, we're not doing unlimited Terra. Don't worry. We put out the poll too. Most people said they wanted it to stay the way it is. It's not. Sorry, you've been fooled. You've been bamboozled. You have fallen for an ancient blunder. However, what we are going to be doing is we are going to, instead of just blanket banning Pokemon in point total tiers, for example, Pokemon like Indeedee Female, Pokemon like
Whimsicott.
Whimsicott, Pokemon like, you know, those Pokemon that are there independent of their power level. Well, they're there because of their power level, not because we need to restrict them from Terra.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus, a lot of Pokemon in general in this 21 to 23 point tier are going to end up now gaining the ability to Terra, in some cases for the very first time. This is by no means an exhaustive list. We are not even like close to having finished discussions with this. So take any of these Pokemon as like, you know, grains of salt. The mons though that will be Terra banned still, we've got mons like Annihilate and Archaladon. Both of these mons are too oppressive with Terra. They become kind of the thing to play in the format. Well, I think Annihilate is sort of, you know, not as bad to deal with for the most part. Archaladon, if it has Terra, is the best mon in the format with a Rain core, and Rain is going to exist forever, so I think it's just easier to take out the problem Pokemon in the Rain archetype. The Ogre Pawns are also in discussion for being unlimited for their Terra. Right now, half of them are, but we are currently discussing Ogerpon Wellspring and Ogerpon Hearthflame. With Terra, they will for sure be the maximum point total that we end up doing this season, but it's one of those things where it feels off to restrict half of a Pokemon's kit when no matter what, it's going to lose that kit next gen, very likely. And we've never seen Wellspring, we've never seen Hearthflame be able to Terra, so it's kind of like there's this really big void that's there that we haven't been able to see and really evaluate how powerful these Pokemon actually are going to be on the format.
Yeah, so we're still in discussions, but the TLDR is Pokemon aren't going to be restricted to Terra just based on their points. They will be individually banned regardless. This also means that some Pokemon that were higher in points just because of being... we had to keep them up there. One that comes to mind personally that at least I voted on, I don't know if anyone's actually seen it, is King Gambit. That is one we had in 22 points. That's
Well, that one is also because it has knockoff again.
yes, but terroring it. If that does get terror banned,
yeah, it could be. It could be a little bit.
That could be dropping in points.
Yeah. One that I vouched for was Raging Bolt. That's kind of been a thing that we've been talking about for like 2 seasons now. How Raging Bolt is too strong with Terra, but without Terra,
yeah,
it's nowhere near.
It's like our Chaladon.
Yeah.
It's
like our Chaladon, but like
doesn't have
it's
to be
way more broken than it could ever hope to be.
So yeah, that one will be terror banned, but probably be coming down in points as a result. Again, take everything with a grain of salt that we're saying, because we do need to decide. But there are some Pokemon that will that are currently terror banned that still will be terror banned. Things like your Xianpao, potentially Chi-Yu, things like that. We've got some more discussions to go through, basically. But yeah, so expect some Pokemon that were terror banned to no longer be terror banned. See some points changing around. I personally have advocated for results-based points, like changing. So, for example, I've suggested that Cosney moves up in points and Tauros Paldea Blaze moves up in points, because they performed so well this season.
Yeah. Tauros Paldea Blaze also is one of the most winning Pokemon in Gen 9.
This mon's insane.
That mon is crazy.
It's at what, 3 or 4 now?
Yeah, it's insane. It's
because I know that I independently have won twice with it now.
I got to finals with it as well.
Yeah. There's the finals there, divisional finals.
Yeah. We'll be. This is something that I personally want to be doing. Is like, as seasons progress, we move Pokemon up and down based on their performance. Looking at, what Pokemon end up doing well and raising their price. What Pokemon end up actually performing worse than we expect. Dropping their price, and that this is the one advantage of point systems, is that we can do this a lot more frequently without it being dramatic tier shifts. So
right, and one mon that I can confirm is for sure going up in points, or having a discussion for whether or not it should be banned from having access to terrestrialization, is Goldengo. Goldingus is not going to be able to Terra, most likely next season, but we will see. This has been the one season that it's had Terra legal since season 9, when everything did.
Yeah.
Or was it season 10? Whatever season it was.
Season 10, but I don't know if anyone even drafted in season 10. I don't remember anyone.
I probably did. It's Goldengo.
Probably.
I know it was 11 was Cathy. 12 was me, stealing Cathy's whole flow.
8 was me.
Yeah. Whatever. But the last time it had Terra legal has been a long time, and we saw it perform pretty well without Terra even, and then we decided to unlimit it from terrestrialization. Ban the Terra ban here with Terra preview, and clearly it's looking like that mon is too strong without it. I mean, it's the kill leader in... What's my division? Dawn? The kill leader in Dawn.
It's an extremely good Pokemon.
Yeah, and you can just, like... It's not even like it's a hard Pokemon to use either, because if it was, say, a hard Pokemon to use, I'd be fine with it having Terra. But no, it is like the most brainless Pokemon ever. You just run Specs-Dengo every single week, like I did for most of them. Because, oh my god, Specs-Dengo is so stupid.
Yeah.
What was the set you, were trying to cook in the other finals? And I told you just go Specs.
Oh,
Or was it semi?
against nobody, or
I think it was.
I think it might have been okay.
Because remember, it just killed Gross. I remember it was something really stupid. And you were trying to cook with it, and I just went, "Who's Bex?"
But speaking of cooking, we didn't get to see it, and I'm really sad we didn't get to see it, but me and Cathy cooked with our Mian Xiao.
True.
Like, I don't know if you've seen the Mian Xiao set, but we cooked with this, and we were so happy with it, and it didn't get to do its thing.
It's because I didn't really lead it.
Yeah.
And then Revo didn't get led. And I kind of broke apart after, but it still did its job.
Yeah. Or the mixed vacuum wave Mian Xiao. Also, shout out to Terra Dog. Mr. Terra Dog, Mian Xiao Okoing offensive Goldango.
Yeah, I was so tempted to Terra turn one. And I went,
I don't even remember what it was. It was probably some dookie dog ass set.
Probably. And then
yeah, I can't find it.
And then Cathy told you to wake up and use specs.
I have a feeling I might have said, yeah, go specs in a mock chat. So might have been lost of time.
Maybe. I think also too, it was like, yeah, this is like fine, but just run specs.
You were running the light gray screen.
Oh, right. Yeah, I was running the light gray screen set. That's right. I'm actually not even. You guys are gonna hate on me for this. I'm not even like embarrassed of that set. That's like not even in the top 5 worst sets I've brought this season. That has to be the Palafin from last week. Oh my god. Life Orb special Palafin.
That dumbass Palafin.
Dumbass Palafin that kills stupid butthole Dragapult for no reason. Fucking Terra's so fucking dumb. Alright, applications. That's something that we probably should talk about. And, guess what? They're not coming.
We don't know.
They're not coming yet.
We've like I say, we've got a lot of adjusting we want to do in tiers and what we want to make sure we Terra ban, and what points get adjusted, all that good stuff. So it's going to be a little bit. I would at least say 2 weeks, but probably maybe a little bit longer.
Right, and when I do get done with applications and everything, maybe I'll make another one of those UBL update videos,
yeah, if you've got time, of course.
Like we'll see. But yeah, thank you to I want to take this little time to thank Winda and Gambit for running the stream.
I just thought about it. I was like, oh yeah, we did a stream last season. Oh wait, Cannor can't do it this time because he's playing. Oh, I guess I'm off work. I could do it.
Yeah, so I wanna thank.
Then Gambit showed up.
Yeah, Cathy, I want to thank you for carrying me this season all the way to finals. Without you, I would have probably gone 4-3 and bubbled, knowing my luck. Who else do I need to thank? Not Rat. Rat, I hate you. Only thing that I'm gonna thank Rat for is pilling me on low kick. That's the only contribution that he had. Because originally I was brick break.
I think low kick was something we discussed briefly between me and Cathy. I've got the teams.
Yeah, I didn't even have it on my radar. I was like, yeah, surely brick break's better. And then I calced it, and it does like 30%, and I'm like, wow.
The ones I was testing with were all taunt because of the crest. But low kick is something we did consider.
I mean, I would be lying if I said I wasn't considering taunt, but I needed a way to not get walled by Heatran.
Yeah, I actually did bring a team for the 6 you brought, it just wasn't the sets.
Well, I mean, I don't blame you for not bringing these shitty-ass sets on some of these mons.
Well, to be fair, the Ursa I brought was a Assault Vest one, because I was like, well, you're not going to bring...
Maybe.
I told you.
Okay, no, you said that he's not going to run on Nerve because there's only one ability on Ursaluna and it's Guts. And it's like, true, but what if?
You were prepping with Unnerve AV Ursaluna?
As an option.
Is this what you guys think of me?
I would have thought what I thought is what you thought.
It's what I thought. I was like, okay, well, if they bring a team without Behem, I think there's a good chance that you bring, like, AV Ursaluna, and then, like, if you're not Guts, why would you expect your opponent to bring a status move against an Ursaluna so you could afford to run on Nerve? Stop, resist berries or citrus.
Well, to that I say thank you to the goat Cathy Barra for having my back and thinking that I would never run that. Even though I could see myself texting Cathy about, like, what about AV and Nerve? And then getting cussed at because it's the worst idea ever.
No, I won't even cuss you out. I'll just send you one calc and then you go, yeah.
Well, oh no, you would do something even worse. You'd send me the cat.
The
cat shaking its head no.
Oh, nah. Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah, you just send that to me.
But yeah, I think we're gonna call the stream here, I think. Thank you for everyone coming here. I know Gambit's muted, but thank you for them to showing up and co-casting with this with me. Thank you for the two of you and giving your insight on the match and providing an exceptional Grands. One that will definitely be remembered for quite some time, and
especially by me at 3 in the morning.
I say, Calf's going to be waking up at 3 in the morning, sweating because of a rock slide flinch.
Yeah.
And thank you for everyone who's been watching and participating in the UBL. It's been awesome to see this community grow. And
for real,
we'll keep it going for as long as we can. Despite our busyness and what have you, we'll keep it going. We'll keep providing what we can. I'll upload at some point in the next 15 years, and I think that'll do it. Thank you very much to everyone watching.
And for anyone wondering, I'm not taking a break. I'm staying, baby. Even though I probably should be taking a break. You know what they say? You can't take a break after a win. Can't take a break after a win.
I'm just not gonna win.
Yeah, because I'm gonna beat you.
Yeah.
By the way,
I hope most people
you have beat me. You have beat me before.
When?
It was when you had the Heatran Iron Hands team, your first playoffs.
Oh, that broken ass team. Okay.
Yeah, you beat me on my winning in.
That's right. I'm so sorry.
I said to meme, and you were like, okay. And then you said, oh, I thought you said we aren't memeing.
No, because you said meme if it didn't matter, and it did matter.
Yeah, just you didn't think about it the other way. That it didn't matter for you, but it did for me.
Yeah, that's why I'm like,
oh, come on.
Do I meme?
Yippee.
Do I not meme? Anyway, that doesn't count.
You know what? I'm gonna agree.
Yep.
Just to agree. All right. That's it.
Yeah. All right. Bye, guys. Look forward to season 15. Woo!